Well, good morning, my friends. Welcome. Welcome to everyone joining us online today, everyone in the pews. We're so glad you're here. I am Reverend Karen LeBlanc, and I minister to this church as we minister to each other here. We are a people creating beloved community at First Unitarian in New Bedford. We believe in practicing and promoting the Unitarian Universalist values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, and that those always spring from the love at the center that guides us all. We are people of purpose in this church. We work to make sure everyone feels welcome in this meeting house. And if what you hear today resonates with you, we hope you'll consider becoming part of this way cool community of seekers and keepers of this wicked long dream. First Unitarian in New Bedford recognizes that the land that we inhabit and enjoy sits on the unceded ancestral land of the Wampanoag. We give respect to the people of the First Light and their ancestors, and we honor them in this church. A couple quick housekeeping things. If you want to be on our mailing list, go ahead and fill out one of these cards. Put it in the offertory basket. That'll get you on our email list. There will be some refreshments after the service down in the parish hall. This is our last regular service for the year. Next Sunday will be our 42nd annual jazz service. And if you like music, that's always a wonderful thing to come and check out. Now, let's see. Annika, you want to come light the chalice? Since you're the only kid I can see, the rest of them are hiding down there. I'll help. Our chalice lighting words today, our chalice lighting is actually a responsive reading this morning, and it's not printed in there, but the only response that you need is the title, which is Tending the Flame, Lighting the Way Together. So I'm gonna read, and I'll tell you what, I'll look up, and you can say, Tending the Flame, Lighting the Way Together, okay? In such stormy times, our own lights may waver, or at times even go out. So we gather around the flaming chalice, the symbol of our faith, to kindle our flames once more. Tending the flame, lighting the way together. As siblings on this journey, we warm one another with our care, our tears, and laughter, sharing moments of comfort and celebration. Sometimes we carry another through hard times across deserts. Sometimes we are carried with others to light the way. We encourage one another to grow, feeding our spiritual lives and strengthening the bonds of our beloved community. We watch and help our children grow into thoughtful youth and inspiring young adults who take our values with them into the world. Tending the flame, lighting the way together. We find ways to work together to create a better world where everyone can shine in the ways of their own brilliance. None of us can do this alone, this living, this being in this world. We know that we need one another, especially in such stormy times. So we gather to kindle one flame, which sometimes rekindles our own. We gather to tend it together so that it may light our own way and brighten the path for others. Tending the flame, lighting the way together. That was from Reverend Tess Baumberger. And these are the opening words from Reverend Michelle Collins. Today the sun reaches its highest point, the light its longest stretch, and the living world is fully, gloriously open. The earth does not hesitate at this threshold. It blooms, it buzzes, it gives everything. We gather at this time of turning to celebrate, to give thanks, and to flourish together in this season of abundance. So come and let us worship together. Now, we are going to sing our first hymn a cappella. If Tony Ann, you want to lead us in this, it's number 389, 389, Gathered Here. And it's very short. Yes, stand if you are willing and able. It's very short, so we're going to sing it around 3 times. And that was 389, 389.
Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in this struggle and the power, Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit, draw near.
Please take the time to greet one another. Good morning. Hi, Laura. Hi, ladies. Good to see you again. And if you guys want to stay on your feet for just a moment, let us read our covenant together that is printed in your order of service. We come together as a religious community, upholding freedom of conscience, right relationship, and the inherent worth of all people. We value our diversity and pledge to care for one another in the spirit of compassion, to speak and listen to each other with respect, and to promote justice and kindness in the world. Have a seat. Mari's got a story? All right.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mari, one of the Sunday school teachers. Today I'm going to be reading My Wheel of the Year, and I want to thank Rachel for bringing this book in for us. As the earth goes round the sun, the seasons change, year after year, on and on and on, round and round. Spring brings warmth and life to summer, which brings heat and growth to autumn, which brings harvest and cold to winter, which brings rest and rebirth to spring. This cycle is known as the Wheel of the Year. There is joy in this endless turning, in the certainty that nothing ever ends, but is only reborn. Within the wheel are 8 spokes, which represent 8 holidays. These holidays mark the different seasons and have been celebrated by various cultures around the world for thousands of years, though they have a lot of different names depending on where in the world you are. But in witchy pagan culture, they are known as Sabbats. Said right? Sabbats? Sabbats. Okay. And it's Litha, right? Litha? Okay. I just want to make sure I'm saying things correctly. Litha. I'm skipping most of them just to focus on today's summer solstice. Litha, also known as the summer solstice, marks the longest day of the year. On this day, the sun is closest to the earth, and summer has truly begun. Of course, this also means that from here on out, the days will be shorter and the nights will be longer. Litha is the day the Oak King, the Lord of Summer, defeats the Holly King and rules over the world for the remaining half of the year. Celebrating these holidays is a way of connecting with nature and the magic of the earth. We carry the power of the earth within us, and each of these holidays is a reminder of this truth. You are full of magic. Today, the Sunday school children will be learning more about the summer solstice, how it relates to the Earth's tilt, and we'll be capturing the the sun's rays using cyanotype, which is like sun prints. So, thank you.
That sounds like fun. All right, kids, you ready? May words I say be kind and true. May love be a guide in all I do. May kindness sing within my heart, and may peace be with us while we're apart. Have fun, kids. Now is the time in our service where we share with each other our joys or concerns. If you have something you would like to share, please come on up, tell us your name, and briefly tell us what you'd like to share.
Good morning, I'm Lynn Whitney, and I have a joy. I have been working on a book for the past 10 years about the ancient Irish Brehon laws. And I haven't mentioned it a whole lot because I never was quite sure if I was going to finish it. But after working with an editor for the past couple of years, it is an actual thing, and I'm thrilled. Of course, now I have to try to sell it and deal with rejection and all that sort of thing, but I'm just so happy to have it done. Hooray! For now.
Hi, I'm Mary, and boy, do I have a lot going on right now. So I'm about to retire. I literally have 2 days left, so lots of changes there. And then my life partner for the last 20 years just moved to Austin, Texas, so he could help raise his grandson, which was a very noble thing to do, but you can imagine it's another great big change.
Oh man, yesterday was a packed day. We went to Providence Pride. It was my first time going to Providence Pride specifically. I really like it. I totally recommend going there. And then Becky and Stephanie had a whole summer solstice party, and that was really fun. We got to play some songs and had some good food and stuff. And then Izzy's family invited us to see Toy Story 5. It's a great addition to the Toy Story series. Totally recommend it. Just personally, I really liked it, so I'd totally go see it. But it was a lot of things going on, all in the span of one day.
Hi, Deb Crockett Rice. I just want to let you know that I'm retiring after 22 years at Cape Cod Healthcare. Thank goodness. June 30th is the last day.
I'm Thelma. Today is Father's Day, and I'm happy to tell you that I have two sons who are wonderful fathers. So here's to all fathers, and bless them all.
Indeed, I was going to say the same thing. Happy Father's Day to all you great dads out there. I happen to be married to a really good dad as well, and I'm so proud of him, and I'm so proud of our stepson, who made his way to Boston the other day on the tee with his buddy to go and see those Scots one last time before they left Boston. Managed to not get arrested because he did go into the fountain to help a small kid that really wanted to put a cone on a statue's head. So he did have to get into the fountain in order to do that. So this is a joy that he wasn't arrested or anything. Hooray! So good job, Talon. And I lit 2 candles, as is our practice here, one for all the joys and concerns we keep in our hearts, and one for all those folks out there who have yet to find a safe and loving place like this to share their joys and concerns in. I'm switching up a little bit because I'm going to do the reading before the music, because I'm going to sing a song for you today. But it was inspired by this poem called Solstice by Tess Taylor. How again today our patron star, whose ancient vista is the long view, turns its wide brightness now and here. Below we loll outdoors, sing, and make fire. We build no henge, but after our swim linger by the pond, dapples flicker, pine trees, pine trunks by the water. Buzz and hum and wing and song combine. Light builds a monument to its passing. Frogs content themselves in bullish chirps. Hoopskirt blossoms on thimbleberries fall. Peeper toads hop lazy. Apex, the throaty world sings ripening. Our grove slips past the sun's long kiss. We dress, we head home in other starlight. Our earthly time is sweetening from this. So this is the first song I ever wrote, and this is going back to the 19s, people. It's a song called "Sweet Time," and it was before I knew how to play guitar, but I really wanted to be a singer-songwriter, so I wasn't going to let not being able to play an instrument stop me. So what I did was I tuned my guitar to an open G, and I played with my thumb. And because I have arthritis really bad now, I can't play chords anymore. But after I read that poem, I said, oh, I bet I could pull off "Sweet Time" with my old thumb. So let's see if we can do that. Sweet, sweet time, you've opened up my eyes, and it looks like everything is gonna be fine. One sweet kiss, your tenderness, it brings me back to who I am and what I forget. And from this mountain I can see the whole world at my feet. And from this distance I found the road that make me complete. Whoa, whoa. Summer sun, a cold spring rain, yeah. I do appreciate the laughter and the pain. Oh yeah, yeah. Time is flies. Oh, time it soars, yeah. And I don't think that I could ask for any more. Existence, oh well, taught me how to let time go. And this persistence, oh well, it's sure to make me grow. Oh. Time. You've opened up my mind, and I know that everything is gonna be fine, 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 fine. Oh, one sweet kiss, your tenderness, it bring me back to who I am and what I forget. It bring me back to who I am and what I forget. It bring me back to who I am and what I forget. There you go, there you go. Stop. Let me tell you how happy I was just to be back on my guitar playing this week. My thumb hurts so much, but I'm so glad. Okay, so that was sweet time. Thank you. Yeah, I've been doing that a long time. So let us enter now into the spirit of prayer and meditation. Spirit of life, source of all that grows, we know in our better moments that we are not made for isolation. We were made for this: the turned face, the open door, the willingness to say, I see you, and mean it. Flourishing together is harder than it sounds. It asks us to stay when leaving is easier. To listen when speaking feels more urgent. To trust that what we build between us matters, even when the results are slow, even when the harvest might not be what we planted. Hold on, hold us to that harder, better path. Remind us that the flourishing of each person here is bound up in the flourishing of all of us. May we be here for one another and for the conditions in which something good can grow. Amen, and blessed be. We'll have a short moment of silence before Tony Ann helps us out. So in honor of the Scots and summer, I'm going to read, maybe even try to recite, because I've known this one since I was a little kid, The Lake Isle of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows I will have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in a bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of morning where the cricket sings. There, midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always, night and day, I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's gray, I hear it in the deep heart's core. And now our other musician, Kwang Arnzen, thank you very much, will give us some offertory music. We got some offertory people to help out. So now is the time in our service, my friends, where we ask you for your kind donations toward the many, many, many good works of this church. And we thank you for your hospitality. Thanks, Helena. Thanks, Charlie.
Hello. Happy solstice, happy Father's Day. In honor of solstice, I'm going to be playing a little sunshine mashup that I wrote of different songs that have to do with sun. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You are the sunshine of my life. Sunshine, I'd really like to tell you there's a dark and troubled satellite. But there's a bright and a sunny side too. Though with me with the darkness and strife, don't you know? Sunrise, sunrise, never something you could hide. When we see we've made it through another day, and I sing, ooh, ooh, to you. Well, I'm gonna soak up the sun. I'm gonna tell everyone to lighten up. I'm gonna tell them to keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. Because here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You are the sunshine of my life.
Thank you. That was lovely. And before I forget, the open mic is next Sunday, correct? 7 days from now. Next Sunday at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock? What time was it? All right. Thank you. Terrific. Okay. I know we got a sermon here somewhere. Here it is. My beloved friends, Let me just take you in and smile for a second. Feel the love. I love being your minister in this sweet, sweet time. We have arrived at the end of the church year again. So this will be the last regular service until September. So next week, of course, our 42nd annual jazz service will be happening, and I will absolutely be here for that. I hope you will too. And there will be gatherings on some Sundays this summer to keep in touch with each other. If you want to pick one, sign up for one out there. The last service of the year inevitably falls within the realm of three big events: Father's Day, Juneteenth, and summer solstice. We've had several Juneteenth celebrations here over the years, and we've included Father's Day many times, but today is the summer solstice. So this year I'm hopping on that train of light and warmth because I think we need it. So the summer solstice marks the longest day of the year, as opposed to the winter solstice marking the shortest day of the year. So in that dark of winter, we're reminded that the sun will return, because every day from then on, just by a little bit, those days get longer and that sun returns. We don't even realize it for a while until suddenly it's spring. And the same is true for the summer solstice, right? This will be the longest day of the year. And from here on, the days do get shorter, but we don't really realize it because we are basking in the warmth and savoring this season before we really get to see and feel that light waning in the fall. So today for our last service, I wanted to bring in some bright light to keep us going and keep us warm and leave us on a truly happy note that we could share together here. So I'm not a huge sports fan. I'm a wicked Patriots fan, though, I have to say that. And I root for them, and I support the Sox and the Bruins and even the Celtics. I know, don't scorn at me, Thelma Baxter. I see you, Celtics fan over there. Now, we're a land of hardcore fans in New England, right? So when the World Cup came to North America, and our part of North America in particular, I had my doubts, folks. We have a straight-up awful public transportation system compared to literally everywhere. We are a country so divided that we don't even know where to begin to build a bridge. And I was kind of afraid that the international community who might come to our shores would just find us a bunch of angry, bitter, unsettled jerks. And that they might even be unwelcomed by some of the factions in our society. But that didn't happen. What happened has blown our little minds that have been so narrowed by our own divisive politics and perpetual bad news cycle. What happened was the world came to visit, and we were wicked proud to show them around. What happened was no Scotland, no party. No Scotland, no party. No Scotland, no party. Right? That's right. The Scots came to Boston, and we were not prepared for the joy that they brought as they drank that city dry. And it wasn't just Boston, of course. All over, everywhere in this country that these teams have played, they have been welcomed and celebrated. And people are feeling this hope and pride that we haven't felt in a while. It's really nice. As I was processing all the big feelings I've been feeling and trying to express them to you in this sermon, I came across a post on social media by someone called Lady Liberty that did me the favor. She wrote an article called "I Was Wrong About the World Cup: How the World Showed Up, Fell in Love with Ordinary America, and Reminded Us Why This Country is Still Worth Fighting For." And I'm going to read this to you in full because it is basically the sermon I wanted to give today. Lady Liberty says this: "I did not want this World Cup here. Let me start there, because Lady Liberty must confess her sins before the congregation. I was angry at FIFA for coming to the United States while our country is in this much turmoil. I thought they should have refused. I thought the whole spectacle would be a 5-week humiliation reel. Foreigners gawking at us, mocking us, getting fleeced by our prices, bruised by our policing, stranded by our transit system, and then flying home with fresh evidence that America had finally lost her marbles. I imagined the worst version of it. I imagined the world showing up to a country cracking down the middle and saying, 'Good Lord, what happened to you people?' I was dead wrong, because what has unfolded instead is one of the sweetest, strangest, most cultural affirming things I have seen in a long time. It has not felt like an invasion. It has felt like a great big international sleepover where everybody brought a flag, learned one another's songs, got sunburned, ate too much, cried at midfield, and discovered that America is not only the place they see in disaster clips and shooting headlines or political horror shows and social media sneer posts. America is also a Boston bar full of Scots belting out "Take Me Home Country Roads" like West Virginia had just annexed Glasgow. America is a Boston police officer juggling a soccer ball while a crowd of international fans loses its entire mind because for 1 minute, nobody is performing a culture war. They're just watching a guy in uniform doing keepy-uppies in the street, and the whole crowd becomes 8 years old. America is turning Fenway Park into a Scottish annex after Scotland's first World Cup win in 36 years. It is Haitian fans marching from Copley Square, celebrating their country's first World Cup appearance in 50 years. It's Scottish and Haitian fans dancing together before their teams play, because sometimes the point of the contest is not hatred. Sometimes the point is that everybody got here. America is a German soccer fan named Freddie becoming a folk hero because he came here for the World Cup and fell passionately, hilariously, completely in love with the most ordinary parts of this country. Not the Grand Canyon, not the Statue of Liberty, not the official brochure America, Waffle House, Taco Bell, Wendy's, Walmart, Buc-ee's, and Chili's during the NBA Finals. The man went to Waffle House at 1 a.m. and praised the food, the prices, and the friendly staff like he had found a roadside cathedral. He went to Wendy's and treated the Coca-Cola freestyle machine like America had handed him the controls to a spaceship. He looked at Buc-ee's and had the correct reaction, of course, which is, "This is a gas station?" "Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Welcome to the Republic." And people loved it because he loved it. That's the part I did not see coming. I did not expect how much Americans needed to watch other people enjoy America. Not the empire, not the oligarchs, not the political machine, not the billionaire rot sitting on top of us like a gilded vulture. I mean America, the actual country. The weird, generous, loud, excessive, funny, sincere, oversalted, underfunded, chaotic, open-hearted country where a hotel receptionist gives strangers a ride in the rain so they don't have to walk an hour to the stadium. The country where visiting fans discover ranch dressing, ballparks, gas station empires, a gallon of milk, and the strange civic sacrament of eating food you do not understand in a place you did not plan to love. There have been moments that feel almost too on the nose. Japanese fans in the stands cleaning up after the match in Dallas. That kind of quiet civic grace makes everyone else look at the floor and think, well, great, now we have to be better people. Frenchmen adoring American pastries. Fans from everywhere filling our cities with song instead of contempt. Even the Eagle flyovers and Americans of all race, color, gender, and creed proudly singing the national anthem, hand over heart in the stands before a game. Not as swagger, not as bluster, but with tears in our eyes, with love for the promise of our country. It matters because Americans have been force-fed contempt for ourselves for years. Some of it earned. Let's not get precious. We have real violence here, real poverty, real cruelty, real corruption, real democratic danger. Nobody needs to put a doily over the rot and call it patriotism. That is not love. But the opposite is just as dangerous. A people cannot fight for a country they have only been taught to hate. You cannot build a democracy out of disgust. You cannot defend public life if you no longer believe there is anything public worth defending. You cannot ask people to sacrifice, organize, vote, march, strike, protect one another, and hold the line if all they have been given is a picture of America as a scam, a punchline, a crime scene, and a lost cause. So yes, we need the indictment, but we also need the reminder. We need to see the world come here and find joy in us. We need to see strangers fall in love with our ordinary. We need to see our cities become meeting places instead of battlegrounds. We need to hear other people sing our songs badly and beautifully. We need to watch them eat our ridiculous food and call it wonderful. We need to remember that culture is not just museums and monuments. It's diners and ballparks, corner bars, street music, gas stations the size of airports, and the particular American madness of giving a person 100 drink options and calling it convenience. This World Cup has not fixed America. Good grief, no. FIFA did not roll in with a soccer ball and heal the republic. Let us not lose our heads. But it has done something I did not expect. It has let us see America loved from the outside. And sometimes when you are tired, furious, and half convinced the whole thing is beyond saving, that matters. Sometimes you need to watch a crowd go still for the national anthem and remember why your throat tightens. Sometimes you need to see visitors cheer for our cities, laugh with our people, eat our food, and sing our songs before you can feel again that this place is not only what has been done to it, it is what is alive in it. And that's why we fight. End quote. I'm not ashamed to say that I could not have said that better than Lady Liberty, so thank you, sister. Right? The best part, and the part I want you to take with you to savor this summer, for me anyhow, was that you never really know what might happen to change the world, what might happen to change you, right? We never truly know. And we get to be surprised and delighted time and time again by what people are positively capable of. And be reminded that there is a good reason to hope and to fight. There is always one more light to be found when things look dark, because we carry it with us like a little emergency flame. And when we come together with the kind of love that we have just seen and are continuing to see in our country around the World Cup, boy, the flame flourishes and spreads. And that kind of hope can set the world on fire, my friends. So I hope this summer you light some fires of your own. Have a sweet, sweet time wherever you roam. And I already can't wait to see you in September, because you, my friends, are what give me hope and keep me going. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right. And now let us sing together one last hymn, number 118. Please stand if you are willing and able. I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right. Our closing words. Go ahead and have a seat. Too hot in here to be standing around. Our closing words I also got from the interwebs. I don't know if you've been watching this girl, Kelsey, who is rowing, the first woman to row, she's halfway there, from California to Hawaii. She's halfway there. She's rowing alone. It's awesome to watch. Go find her. But she said this week, and it really struck me. The way we respond to problems is almost more important than the problem itself. Nothing is in your control except how you respond to it. I love that. I will see you next week at our jazz service. But let me say, I hope you all have a very fun and safe and happy summer. So for the last time this year, hold fast, my church. We love you. Stay strong. Live long and prosper. Go in peace. Let's go get some coffee together. Woo! Good year, guys. Good year. All right. Boy, this thing's hot.